Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn's Revenge 3.2 preview playthrough as the Eriadu Authority. In the last episode, we reached Era 4, which is the Palpatine era, Dark Empire, and Palpatine has decided to start us off with a nice gift, attacking Coruscant, where we have no defenses, basically. I'm not sure if it's going to be a large fleet coming. It's probably not the Eclipse. They haven't had time to build it. But let's see if we can get in and stop them from taking the ground. I kind of have to jump on it there. I tried to do a little bit off stream to save up some money and build some stuff, but we're gonna die. Let's see. We only have an XQ, not an IQ station. Thank you, Mick, for gifting a sub as well. I don't know why I can't speak, but yeah, New Republic is our biggest enemy. Empire is going to try to become our biggest enemy, our CN enemy. They don't have any structures there yet, so they're just sending what they can. I don't think we can win with the fleet we just sent.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Let's invade Selagus as well. That's probably the PA coming in with... this is our Zinj remnants. So I've been waiting for one more week to roll over, then we can buy the Bellator. We'll probably want to just wipe out this Cowron fleet before they can become a problem on our backside. And we'll see what they attack us with at Selagus, see if we can defend it. But in the meantime, we'll send in what I believe is a damaged asserter and see if that can hold off any of this. But there has been a change since this playthrough started, where in the galactic stats tab at the side, you can actually see how damaged your SSDs are. We'll see how damaged we are. We're not damaged? Okay, we're good. I guess we're fine then. We're fine. Thank you, Kiever, for the 100 bits as well. Are the huts going to be playable in Father Republic 3.3? I'm not sure when the huts will become playable. There will probably be at least one release where they're added but not playable because they don't have all the content they need, but it's kind of impossible to say at this point. It would be nice to get a third playable faction going in Father Republic sooner than later. Thank you, Flagar, for 2 gifted subs as well. We have a hype train incoming here on Twitch. Very epic. I think we did lose one of our KDY strikes. Let's see if we can hit the other engines off you. Should be able to. There we go. We did unlock Grunger's legitimacy group. We're not going to buy him just yet. I want to buy more of the patron units first. But he's 25 grand, a pretty good deal, a steal of a deal for an SSD. We can recruit him outside of SSD shipyards as well, because it's a recruitment. It's not like building per se, which means we can get that discount at Eriadu. So we can get him for 20 grand instead of 25 grand. That is a Tector. What did we actually have in here? We might be able to hold that one. I don't know. What's the point of hype trains? It gives some like extra emotes and stuff, and I don't know how much I'm supposed to set up for it. What are we gonna do with this fleet? We probably want to move up to Orinda when we can, but we'll see what we get out of this Coruscant battle and Selagus. What have you sent? Okay, you've sent Reaper. We're not going to win this. Just in case anyone was wondering if we were going to win this, the answer is no, we're not. They can have Selagus, unless we decide to deal with Kane. We could leave here. These are the things that we just pulled from Zinj. These are our new heroes from Zinj. Managed to get Nabil. We got Trigit. We got Veteran Cowl. Oh, Kane isn't actually in the battle yet because he doesn't have the pop cap for it. So we could beat this part of it, but then we'd die. So do you have an interdictor? No. They don't. We're leaving. As much as I'm a big fan of Kane, real big on his work. I actually hate him. He sucks. But well, he screwed over the Empire, which is cool. It's the kind of situation where, like, as much as I hate Hitler, he did one of my favorite things, which was killing Hitler. So
System lost.
we can go around that way. Let them off at Selagus. I think we want to go to Kyutrik, and then we can jump back if we want to.
Tactical battle imminent.
They have the ground units in here? No, not yet.
There they are. Blast them. IPV reporting.
Choose your reinforcements.
Let's try to go over here. It's not going to be... it's not easy.
Cruiser reporting. Cruiser here.
We've got Skina, we've got Ice Still somehow, Firehawk.
Reporting in.
From a lore perspective, Menace is asking, which is your favorite Warlord faction? The Pentastar alignment has some pretty interesting elements.
Weapons ready.
Like, a lot of the Warlords didn't get very fleshed out. They generally don't. You know what? This isn't worth it. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Don't attack the engines, please. One, we got it. Can you integrate the IR between their hero spawns, or can you only integrate them in historical GC7? You can do it between, because the Empire can respawn, but you can still get them earlier. Because there's nothing special about integration as far as like getting rid of the faction. They can still re-emerge through various elements later. So that can still be a thing. I think he's asking, what's the next update releases? Will there be an update, the website, or somewhere that lists all the units each faction has? Not alongside the release, but that is something we're working on. We're working on the website and an app that'll have searchable information on everything, but it's going to take a while. Okay. I think we do want to move the asserter over there. We're going to go to Kyutrik.
We're moving out.
Greater Maldrude took Metalorn from the New Republic. We need to hold off some of this. And I guess we have Hublin's fleet here, too. I could have moved them in.
Move out.
Before the Empire manages to attack here. Alright, Kyutrik, they actually have quite a fleet there as well. All the PA planets are going to be pretty built up.
The enemy is approaching.
Yeah, if they have an SSD hero, which a lot of the era leaders are, then you can integrate.
Yes, my lord.
Though we will be able to in this, because that's not in yet.
Shortly. Awaiting
Get over here,
command.
IPV. Alright. Tenacity. Queen Amidala's Revenge.
Yes,
On
sir.
Ocean.
Superstar destroyer ready.
We're gonna hold back a little bit. What are the heroes they have other than they have Mox Sloshin. They got a sloshy boy there. Just listen. Sentinel. What a combination.
All sections at
Okay,
your
we just want to
command,
pick
my lord.
away at you from the
All
from the
batteries commence
sidelines. Yeah, we should be able to kill a few of these before they come in. It's not a great situation for us. We won't be able to probably win this outright. We might be able to kill the key. They have the hypervelocity gun, which is actually... They got really lucky on that and hit 2 engines almost all the way down.
Eyes reporting in. Attacking the laser.
Reporting in, sir.
Squadron reporting.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Will there be a government mechanic for the Ethans? Yep, when they're back. Ultimately, every faction, the goal is to have legitimacy mechanics for them. And ideally, when they're like introduced, they'll have them, but it's
All sections at your command, my lord.
Awaiting your
that's
call.
generally going to be one of the criteria for
Pursuing enemy
them being
forces.
turned on in the playable section. But it really depends, especially if there's a bunch of stuff happening at once.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Okay, we still got a lot of shields here.
Commander, they're hitting us. Where'd he go?
I'm gonna try to hit the smaller stuff is not gonna be the asserter's specialty, honestly, but we can still, as long as we're just kind of killing them as they're coming in, we can still get some of it.
Where to run? Your command, sir.
And we have a lot of bombers, but we don't have a lot of fighters for some reason.
Setting up my
I don't know why we have so many bombers for any of this.
For the
All sections at your command, my lord.
Okay, stay on that.
Fire at will.
Skip ray
Rolling out
report.
animation.
You are gonna have to kill some of those smaller ones. How do you enjoy it, Red Strat? Will Lucra Hulks be an influence unit? No.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Focus fire on that target.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Closing in. Attack.
Super Star.
Alright, we're down to half shields on this guy.
Engaging the enemy. All batteries commence firing.
Lucra Hulks aren't really associated heavily with the planet. And they're already one of the main ships for a playable faction. A playable faction that doesn't have much unique stuff for it. So that's not really the kind of thing we'd want to turn into
Engaging the enemy.
an influence unit. Generally, influence units are for units that you can't already use pretty heavily in other places. So that's part of why you'd never see, for example, ISDs as an influence unit on Kruat.
Destroy those laser cannons.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Even some of the Hapen influence units are probably going to be removed with Hapens becoming playable. And like they'd really just be staying around as influence units because of historical reasons. Plus the Hapens end up like joining up and working with a lot of other people. So it kind of makes sense to stay there. At least until we have other ways to incorporate them via Galactic Alliance-ish stuff. What are we looking at over here? Speaking of Yavitha, it's a lot of anti-fighter in there, which is causing some problems. I'm gonna try to get these guys to focus on some of the smaller ones.
engaging the enemy.
Super Star.
Will you continue killing Dekit? And you're also gonna go for some of these smaller ones. Let's go for the enforcers. They're gonna get more enforcers back, but at least we can
All sections at your command, my lord.
we can make them take a little while.
Engaging the enemy.
Under control.
Commander, they're hitting us.
All batteries commence firing. Super Star Destroyer ready.
And guys, go for the axe.
Nowhere to go.
There is one of the new PA units that wasn't in the playthrough, the Buccaneer,
All sections at
which
your
does show up in one of the upcoming Maldrude episodes. If it wasn't in
He's coming around.
the one today.
command. With
Returning to your position.
No, retreating's for losers.
Attacking target.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Where are we looking? 82%, 81%. We won't be able to attack Kane just yet,
Engaging
because we don't want to do that with a weakened asserter.
all batteries commence
But killing this fleet is a nice thing in and of itself.
all sections.
How are our small ships doing? They're doing all right. Will there be a feature that you can change space hero ships? For some of the heroes that had canonically different flagships in different periods, you can already do that. Like Garnbel Iblis has a few options. Empire at War isn't capable of making it so that like you could just put whatever hero you want on whatever flagship though. You basically need a coded variant for every possible version of it. So if we wanted to make it so that you could put like any hero on any ship, you'd need a version of each hero on every ship, which would turn into hundreds, if not, well, at this point, thousands of combinations. And that is not good for the game. That would be a lot of upkeep, and it would cause a lot of lag. A lot of load times, or really high load times. It wouldn't be great.
All guns, fire on the engines.
Report. Attacking.
So we keep that to a few lore-based options for a few pretty major heroes.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Or stuff like the Warlords, where their deaths make them respawn in some cases. For Delvardis and for Eriadu on
Turbulators are firing, sir.
on other ships.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Reporting in, sir.
Getting a lock.
Focus fire on that target.
Super Star
Alright.
Destroyer ready.
So, nice dead freighter.
Star Destroyer standing by. Directing all guns.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Can you stack discounts? Some of them you can, some you can't. That's something that I'd like to make a bit more clear in documentation. Things in the same stacking category do not stack. Things in different stacking categories do. So there are some cases where it does.
Engaging the enemy.
Closing on target.
All batteries commence firing.
Did the Empire of the Hand get an update? The space stuff got an update in the last couple of releases. We haven't redone all their ground stuff yet.
Gladiator at your command.
There have been like a few different stat tweaks and overhauls like that, but as far as like art and unit design,
All sections
all
at
right,
your command,
this is fine. They're going for the station as well.
my lord. Yes, my lord.
Attack formation. Pursuing enemy forces.
Now we can go to the Golan.
Down.
Did I press the button I was supposed to? I did. Okay. I get unsure.
We're being targeted. Unable to shake them.
I'm really happy with how the Asserter came out.
My sights.
Super Star Destroyer ready.
Detected.
Fire at will.
Okay. It's gonna be a bit risky, like ramming into a bunch of Golans with this. But ooh, shit! Can you get over there?
Star Destroyer ready.
We need to protect that
Gladiator
Eagle
Star Destroyer reporting.
AUI strike.
Regroup for another attack.
Are they gonna kill it? I hope not. Okay, get out of there. Tenacity. Live up to your name. Be tenacious.
Tightening up. Ready for command, sir.
Thank you for subscribing, Evan.
Taking fire.
Awaiting your orders.
All sections at your command, my lord. All batteries commence firing.
Let's finish.
No, I don't think it's worth retreating and coming back later. We're gonna take this out, then we're gonna retreat afterwards. Make them spend the money on rebuilding, because we're ultimately not gonna be we're not gonna be killed by this whole one.
Super Star
It's just
Destroyer
we're getting low.
Reporting in. Roger that.
Try to pull you over to this side. Thank you, Flagar, for another gifted sub.
Form up. Order confirmed.
All sections at your command. Superstar
Definitely
will
by
be
far the
ready.
most gifted subs on the channel, 820. Only Alduin coming anywhere close. And maybe Treasure.
Return to command.
Fire at will.
Danny, the Star Destroyer reporting.
Alright, let's move up. What's his fuck? Critic.
Superstar Destroyer ready. Engaging the enemy.
Reporting in, sir.
I copy. We're moving out.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Alright. That's gonna be...
Gladiator at your command.
Superstar Destroyer ready.
Yeah, I think if we move up a little bit more, we're good for hitting that goal in. Especially if we have the ISD supporting it.
Speed. Move out. Attack. Taking fire.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Okay, we got our bombers. You can come in.
Squadron standing by.
Which fighter is that? B-1912.
Superstar Destroyer ready.
Shouldn't be anywhere in the mod, but
All sections at your command.
not sure why it showed up in a few places.
All batteries commence firing.
Danny, the Star Destroyer reporting.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
You can come in. Critic on there. One of the other KDY strikes on this side as well.
Destroyer ready.
I think killing the Golan's going to be our bigger priority.
All sections at your command.
B-42... Going to be 6 weeks, 5 weeks of downtime. Because once you get to 90%, if you get to 90% or higher, it'll jump up to 100. Similarly, like if the ship doesn't take
Reporting in, sir.
10 initial points of damage, 10% damage, then it doesn't track that. You have some leeway with that.
He's about to be destroyed.
All right, let's hit that up.
Your command, sir.
Gladiator at your command.
All sections at your command, my lord.
Squadron standing by.
Okay.
Superstar Destroyer.
They might get another HP gunshot off, but we're already in the 30s,
All batteries commence
so it ultimately won't make that much of a difference.
Those Warlords is not be destroyed.
Where'd he go?
Lasers are
Intercepting. He's headed your direction.
awaiting your command.
Get over here, IPV.
Danny, the Star Destroyer reporting. Turbo lasers are firing, sir.
All sections at your command, my lord. Fire at will. Engaging the
There's the
enemy.
Golan, Kyutrik. We won't be able to take or hold the planet most likely, because if they send Kane back, we're kind of screwed. But if we can, thank you for another gifted sub, Flag Art. If we can hold the planet, then Kane will be separated from the rest of the PA. And that'll make them less likely to attack us on the other side. They won't be able to get together a ground force with them. Alright, Ripstone Ocean. Does the AI know when an SSC is damaged? Not currently. I don't know that we'll be able to do much on that. Fortunately. Forget if this was before or after I put in... No, it was definitely before I put in the leeway time for
Star Destroyer
the ship
reporting in.
Acknowledged.
on weak rollover. Go to invade Arinda. I don't think we're going to be able to hold Arinda. Is that going to be New Republic, or is that going to be someone else? Thank you, Kiva, for another 100 bits, asking, will the Empire of the Hand have a ship larger than the Antigo? No, we don't plan to do that. That's going to be their limit. Alright, Hublin should be able to handle this. I don't want to lose Coruscant. With the SSD rework, do you have to be at a specific size shipyard for repair? No. We were originally going to make that be the case. Then we moved to wanting to make it so that being at a shipyard will do it faster. Then we just decided to leave it out entirely. Keep the AI and the player on the same field there and remove some of the...
Destination confirmed.
It'd be kind of more busy work than actually adding anything. Maybe it's something we'll revisit in the future, but we'll see. Right, Painus and Saskatoon Berry Pie on there. Harkin's Fist, go for this one. You know what? You're actually going to go on there. We have Ayuga. We have Glorified Ton Falk. And we have... I don't want to die like this. We'll send in Glory Hammer too.
Attack position.
My scopes are
Ready for
jammed.
duty. The engines are our primary target.
Look, you can leave if you want. I won't kill you. I'll let you get away. I want to invade Biss later when you're at your best. I don't want to handle you at your worst. I want to handle you when you're at your best.
Beginning construction.
I'm gonna build up all the planets on either side of Biss, and then when you are tall enough to overcome that bar, when you're above that bar, then we'll talk. Or you know what? I want to spend that money. Where else did I spend the money? Get out of there, because I want to use this money rollover for other stuff. I want to use it for the Bellad. But we won't be able to afford it after the SSDs.
Invasion commencing.
There's Jarek too. Shit, I wish I'd saved. Did I save it all this episode? The reindeer fleet is sitting at Selenon? Or Contrum. Contrum, I think it is.
Reporting.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, well, let's see if we can get through this crashlessly. Throw in Fawn for some pings.
Awaiting orders.
We have Lumaya for our own Jedi skills. We can attack Biss now, I just don't want to do it yet. Thank you, Flagar, for another gifted sub.
Ready. Moving out.
Ready to go. Executing flyby.
Enemy unit sighted.
We're going in.
Like, we're invading similar places on this campaign as on the GM campaign at this stage, like going for the PA territory. So this is actually the second time I've invaded Kyutrik today.
Reporting in.
Commander, roger that. Ready for attack.
Here's the fresh TX1. Oh.
Warm up.
Alright, get over there.
Aerial artillery reporting.
How are we looking? It's fine. I should just pay attention over here then.
Juggernaut ready.
Kill
Ready
you.
for orders. Attacking. Receiving
You know
orders.
what? I'm gonna move these away.
Ready.
At the ready. Firing.
Go after those. And some of you kill that. And then we will move.
Reporting.
Waiting orders. Moving out.
Copy. Secondary position.
Okay, get out of there.
Ready to receive orders.
Ready.
Can you kill this?
Comlink active. Roger that. Squadron
I'm gonna move them out of there just so they don't die.
Ready.
form up. Lancet proceeding.
Maya over here. Get that.
Order
We
in.
have another landing zone, which I'm just gonna throw some hover tanks in, because they'll at least get there faster.
Commander.
Go over to this side. Hey,
Awaiting.
Lumaya, you're gonna have the air support.
We'll cover the air. We'll cover the air.
Okay.
Orders, sir.
Down over there.
Gauge standing.
You tanks, get up over here. Everyone take cover.
Moving for secondary position.
I have the target in sight.
I copy. All out.
Yes, sir.
Like, I think this will be a safe area for the Maya.
Attack position.
Or for these guys all. Okay, now you get out of there. Bomb there. What actually is that? That's a hypervelocity gun.
Rolling out. Move to position.
We're on the side. You two heavies, main cannons, take that out. And need some light tanks. There we go. Now Lumaya, get that one.
Engaged. Right away.
What I don't know is where's Jarek. There's Jarek. Speak of the Jarek. You guys are gonna be going for Jarek. Right, Fawn. Turn your Fondon'ts into Fondues.
Copy. Here's mine.
So, you guys don't want to shoot Jarek, because he will kill you.
Moving to coordinates.
You want to kill Jarek with anti-infantry stuff.
Lancet standing by. Moving out. Yes, sir. Right away.
Alright, up here.
Standing by.
Oh,
Right away.
I'll just try to split them up. Here, no, kill that then.
Aerial artillery.
You guys are gonna hit their production.
Roger that.
We want to destroy those structures first.
Yes, sir.
And you won't get shot by them. Or won't get one shot by them.
Fire. At the ready. Fire.
Yes, Commander. Attack that target. Bombardment available.
Here, just, there. Yeah. There, nice try.
Attacking target. Reporting in. Fire.
Now he's dead.
Roger that.
Too angry to die? That's Scion. Scion kind of Nihilist as well. Scion's more too emo to die.
Attacking target. Fire at will. Roger that. Cut through them. Support fire.
Look at all the health on these guys. Coming in for a multi-kill on the Saber tank. If it just goes for this one, it's dead. Nope.
I have the target in sight.
Outplayed.
Copy. I copy. Copy. Hold out. Yes. Fire.
Come on. Any second now. There we go. I was clenching, waiting for a crash that whole battle.
Control achieved.
Alright. That is a save for sure. We're gonna have to try to hold here. Like, really build up Kyutrik. So I think the best move for us now is gonna be to start taking out the last of the Greater Maldrude territory. We definitely want to kill Cowron. I think right now the way legitimacy currently works, it's actually going to give us all the level 5 ones in a row. So, thanks. We won't be able to integrate the Empire right now because they'll have Palpatine. We'd need to take Biss, and then we'd get Wayland and Rakir. New Republic / Hut space is on its own over there. We've got a blockade going for all those. This is the reindeer fleet. We have Prancer, Dancer, and Comet right now, and we've got some other ones coming up. Got our first Praetor appearances. That's all going to be in that fleet together. We're so close to being able to afford the Bellator. Not that we can buy it yet. Well, actually, we can on Kuat, because we have another capital shipyard here now. So we can get Curse the Galaxy 700 credits. Which means we will be able to buy an ISD on top of that in the meantime. Yeah, because that's only 7,600. Let's get error name not found. Then... Actually, no, that might not work out with the pricing. So let's not get that just yet. We will get it, just not yet. We're going to get Hypervelocity Gun instead, and build up a station. Thank you, Kiva, for another 100 bits. Asking, are there any plans to add the Eye of Palpatine or generic battle moons? Not presently. There will be some stuff we do with some super weapons later on, now that we have some of the supporting galactic mechanics in. But the form that'll take, or like the limits on that, have not been entirely decided.
Right away.
Can we get you up to Kyutrik? Is that possible?
Shuttle en route.
It's a dangerous trek around here.
Enemy fleet approaching.
Yeah, the repair cost is what I was talking about. Okay. What are you doing that you think... Like, what do you have, Palpatine?
Moving out.
You think you can handle this? No way you have the Eclipse yet. Like, it's just not happening.
Battle imminent.
You do have all that shit, though. So that's happening. I should have killed your shit when you were leaving. I was thinking I was doing a nice thing for you, but you've decided to turn that against me without even sending an Eclipse.
It's them.
This is, in fact, the most disappointing thing since we learned who was making Star Wars Eclipse.
Awaiting orders.
The absolute hubris of this man, thinking he can take Coruscant back. Or me, thinking I can take Coruscant. It works either way.
Roger that. Awaiting your orders. Cannons armed.
We just don't have the anti-fighter for this. Is the Conqueror Star Destroyer coming in the future, or no plans for it yet? Also, because I don't remember seeing your playthroughs. Well, the Conqueror was destroyed before Endor. There's a semi-similar battle cruiser called the Twilight that is going to be part of Zinj's roster, but that isn't done yet. It probably won't be in point 2.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, let's see. That's what? They have another 32 pop cap on top of this. We have Hublin himself.
TIE Defender
We don't have the support of our peers. This is... No, we're evacuating.
Progress.
Evacuation of Coruscant. Without even having the mission coded in. Or, I mean, the mission's coded in, it's just in Operation Shadowhand.
Tactical battle imminent.
Yeah, if you start off there with the reply, it's not a progressive thing, isn't it? It doesn't happen in progressives when you progress that way. Like Eriadu doesn't have a version in yet. I mean, this is the emergent version of that, but uh-oh.
Ready. Our shields can't protect us from those asteroids.
No, go to the other side. Eh.
To your orders. I copy. Confirmed.
Look at those cheating bastards.
Roger.
You know exactly. You fuck.
Let's go.
That's going each way to follow my ships. I swear to God.
We'll be there soon. Moving to that area.
All right. Well, we got some killing to do.
Moving out.
The raid fleet will have to target me because there's nothing we can really do about that side of it. Going right around the edge of it.
Our target
Okay, let's kill the Vindicator.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Copy your orders, sir.
No, there's a raid fleet coming. We can't retreat.
The lasers are our target. Disable those ion cannons.
Oh, come on. This is what you send?
Move to attack. I copy. Reporting. Initiating attack.
Falling out of
We're in
formation.
attack position.
Draw their fire.
Target sighted.
Attack
Awaiting
eliminated.
instructions. Primary engine system is down. Standing by.
Rest in peace.
Yes. On space.
The end of the Firehawk,
Standing by.
Skina, and I still somehow. Still no longer somehow.
We've lost our turbo lasers. Our primary engine system is down. Destroyed.
Alright. Don't even get to watch it. I'm gonna watch the explosions happen. About it. Nice explosions. If you ever wanted to see the explosions in isolation after their recent updates, there you go.
Calculating jump to light speed. We have been defeated.
We've been defeated. Killed the Vindicator though. The little things.
Destination set.
Alright, we're gonna take Cowron. I think I'm just gonna auto-resolve that because I don't think they have anything there. Orinda Planetary Battle. Kane has come around. Oh, you had another way around. Unless you've just been moving with Saris? Or did you come through there before we attacked? You must have. Saris, Noda... There's no doubt that they're gonna kill me if I stay there.
System lost.
Yeah, I'm just gonna auto-resolve that. It's the level.
Construction
Tactical
complete.
battle imminent.
There's Mr. Cedrus. Are we going to be able to afford the... No, because we're going to have a massive credit reduction on that. Okay, well,
System lost.
not holding that. Hope they enjoy it. $27 for us. We're still at 61 legitimacy, so the Empire has minus 26 legitimacy. Palpatine should give a bit of a boost to that. I also need to make it not go below 0. That's not how percentages work.
Proceeding.
Okay, we have to make Maldrude pay
Invasion
for our overextensions. I wanted to go kill Isard, and we've paid the price.
Reporting.
And we'll see if we can buy the
Choose your
Bellator.
reinforcements.
I want to do it on Kuat, because Lewis Fan is still building the Praetor,
Yes, Commander.
but
Right away.
the problem with that, potentially,
Orders,
is
sir.
that the Empire could decide to take Kuat.
Moving to that area, sir.
Reporting.
Reporting. Let's go.
Incoming! Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Keep going. This way.
We've secured the position.
Ready.
Yes, Commander. Over there.
Yes, sir.
We need to get back here.
Roger.
Ready. Lancer standing by.
AT-AT and that.
Capacity.
Reporting in.
Transport here.
Providing backup.
Cannons charged.
Reporting. Right behind.
At first I thought the INT there was actually just an angry ATPT clipping into the ground,
Roger that.
but it's not that.
Aerial artillery reporting. Engines activated. Fire.
They were almost not the weirdest unit that we included.
Target acquired.
They pulled it out.
AT-AT ready.
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 There was one weirder thing that... Okay, that's just going straight in, isn't it? There was one weirder thing that we were gonna include, and then...
Reinforcements en route.
Ready for
Because we were all... There was a bunch of us in the voice call planning it out. Planning out the rosters.
Yes, Commander.
And then Bob joined, and he was just so against the unit that was going to be part of... I think it was going to be part of the Pentastar alignment, the thing that we didn't include.
Choose your reinforcements. Reinforcements canceled.
The heavy tank there.
Waiting orders. On my way.
Let's run. On our way.
Copy.
Artillery order acknowledged.
at the ready. Attack that target. Ready to receive orders.
You can get out of there. You don't need to be here. Outrun the rockets. Thank you. Then let's get everyone else up here. Everyone else up here. Try to take the landing zone there. Any plans to add uglies? We've already got several uglies in there.
Attacking target. Roger. Moving to fly. Roger that.
I copy.
Copy.
If we start there, that probably won't kill both structures, but it has a chance to. It's the best chance to.
Enemies in range.
Not quite.
Heading out. Reporting. Yes, sir. Roll out. Yes, Commander. Ready. Let's move out.
Okay.
Order, sir.
Now we can make the final approach.
Squadron moving out.
We'll clear the way for
Never
you.
actually took the landing zone. I don't really have any infantry that can move right now.
Awaiting orders. Proceeding. Command received.
Think they have an AA turret around here?
Right away. Moving out.
Oh, they...
Destroyed.
Brigade standing by. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Moving out. As you...
Unit destroyed.
rip. Oh well.
Armor ready. Keep going.
Once we retake Coruscant, we'll get some more.
Copy. Fire at will.
Kill the units so that they don't have to deal with this. There should be a bombardment in a second.
We are victorious.
There we go.
System control achieved.
I went in thinking it was going to be the simplest battle and then just posted on that. But we're going to end today's episode there. We're going to keep going on stream, though. So for those of you watching on Twitch, stick around. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you so much for watching and hope you're enjoying the series so far. Hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.